Hi, my name is Bruna Carmignani, and for my final, I chose to create a pizza company. My pizza company is a local pizza place in the heart of San Francisco at 1782 Geary Street, made with fresh ingredients every day. We've been family owned since 1920 and wanted to share our love of pizza and Italian food with everyone. Our purpose for the company is to create a community that brings people together while creating quality food. And we want people, when they walk in and see everything that we have, to feel welcomed, see that we're family oriented, warm, healthy, and handmade food. My color palette, I use tan, red, green, black, and white, as I saw that these were great colors to be the main ones and background. Firstly, I chose the color tan because I wanted it as my background to add warmth to the designs while also making it stand out from others who use white. I use the color red for when people think about red sauce toppings, and a lot of companies who are pizza companies use the color red because they think of that. And pizza's made usually with pizza ovens, and that's a lot of fire, and that's one of the reasons I chose the color red. For the color green, it is a nice contrast to the color red, and it's also one of the main toppings that can be used. And red and green and white are all colors in the Italian flag, which I thought would be a nice background thing to have and relationship to the food. I used the color black once in my whole design process, and that was for the website. It helped set apart the colors and tie in with my image on the website to make it flow better. Lastly, I used the color white once in my designs also, and that was in the website to grab the viewer's attention to see what company site they're at and added a clean element to the chaotic background of the image. So when you look at the website, you see the title of my pizza place and quality pizza since 1920, which I believe is really crucial to be able to see because people know exactly where they are and that it's been a long lasting company, which makes it more reliable most of the time. But for me, it does. I For the rest of my website, I placed order now in the corner to make it easy for people to find the order now because sometimes it can be confusing. And I added the buttons home, menu, our story, locations, and contact at the top to be able for easy access to finding things. Because when people go to websites, they always want to find the menu first. So I added that to the top. For the fonts, I used Impact, Franklin, Gothic, Demicon, and Minion Variable Concept. I used Impact for my titles and my logo mainly to make it really bold and easy to read. For my logo, I added a pizza oven with fire, which I found on Becky's, and Fresca Pizzeria, which I created myself. I wanted my title to be something that related to Italy and Italian culture a little bit, but wasn't too hard to pronounce. So fresca means fresh in English, so it's basically fresh pizza. It's saying which is one of the main things about my brand and our purpose to have fresh pizza every day. For my card, I put that logo in the front, and then on the back, I put my name, my title, and then the contacts. So I put my phone number, the email, the website, and the address of where we're located. So when people get it, they know they have all the information they need, which I liked. And I put a little green block just to set it apart. At first, I had my logo on one side, and then I had the logo on the other side with all the information. And I just felt looking at it both sides, it would be a little too much of a logo, and I wanted it to be a little bit cleaner. So that's why I added the block to the side and I incorporated the colors of my logo into my name and all across the board for the contact information. For my letter, I put everything in the corner like normal. I put my logo and then all the contact information again. So no matter who was getting it, they had all the resources to find my company. Lastly, I for the letter hand, put my Fresca Pizzeria logo at the top, and I added a line to set it apart from where the writing and letter would be. And at the bottom, I added the contact information, which created an easy way for when it's being sent out to have all the information once again. I wanted to do all of this because with my family, I go and get an Italian pizza all the time. My family's Italian, and that's one of the main reasons I put my own name as the owner because I see Carmignani, and not many people can pronounce that, but they can tell a little bit that the owner is Italian also. I wanted my whole design to be very warm and simple because I feel like the simpler it is, the easier it is to remember. And these colors incorporated that. I wanted to represent my company with I wanted to represent my company with the image on the website being pizza, and I like that I incorporated the colors or in the image to the rest of my design. My image was one of the last things I chose, but I chose that intentionally for my image because it was a pizza and it had red tomatoes, which is part of all of my colors, and then green on top also. So I didn't add green into my website because there was a lot of green there, and I only added the little slots. Thank you very much.